Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm DJ Philly and welcome to Master Crafters. Today we're going to be showing you how to build and use a conduit. Okay, first thing is first, how to build a conduit. You will need 8 Nautilus shells and 1 Heart of the Sea. So you can actually get Nautilus shells pretty easy by finding drowned in the ocean, and they will occasionally drop these shells. But the Heart of the Sea, however, is a little bit hard to get, so I will show you how to get that. First up, you will want to get and find a shipwreck. Now, if you haven't found any shipwrecks around, you can always take this seed and make a creative world, and then in the text put in /locate and shipwreck, and this will locate the nearest shipwreck. Now you can use these coordinates from the shipwreck to then teleport to it in the ocean, and you can go down here and see if it actually has a treasure map or not. Now if it does not have a treasure map, then you will probably need to continue locating different shipwrecks here. So you might want to teleport out a ways and then locate the nearest shipwreck until you can find a shipwreck with a treasure map. Now, as you can see on the map here, it has a big X and our locator. So we will need to go over to the island that is located. It'll probably be in a different location for you, but you will want to travel to the X. Now, there's going to be a hidden treasure chest somewhere around the X. It may not necessarily be right on top of it. It could generate near the X. So you will want to dig up the ground and see if you can find the hidden treasure map. Now, it may take a little while to dig out and find the hidden treasure, but if you do, then it will actually usually spawn with a Heart of the Sea. And this is very important because that is one of the building materials that you will need for a conduit. Now, if you're continuing to teleport to shipwrecks and they continuously do not have the treasure map, what you can do here in the creative world is put in /give @s with the @ symbol, and then map, and then you'll need to put a 1 space 5. And this is the ID for a treasure map. Then you could actually get the treasure map here, locate the treasure in the creative world, and then it will be in the exact location in your survival world unless it's been updated from a new update. Now, of course, if you're having troubles trying to find a buried treasure, you could always go into the creative world and put in /locate and then buried treasure. And that will locate the nearest buried treasure, but I think it just takes out a little bit of fun trying to find the buried treasure. But now, since we have our Nautilus shells and the Heart of the Sea, we can now create our conduit. However, we will need a couple blocks to power it, and you can actually use one of 4 types of blocks: prismarine, dark prismarine, prismarine bricks, and sea lantern. Now, if you want the full powered conduit, you will need 42 of any one of these blocks. Unfortunately, these blocks can only be found on an ocean temple, so again, if you want to find it in survival, that's great, but if you want to do it in creative, then you can put in /locate and then monument. And we'll put this in. It'll locate the nearest monument. That way you can get these types of blocks. Now, I would be careful because there are guardians and elder guardians that will shoot you, so I would have good gear before going out there and trying to get blocks. Once you have your blocks ready, you can take 42 of any one of these 4 blocks, and you will actually need a nearby ocean because the conduits will only work in the ocean. So if we go out here, and I will show you how to build it here. So it's a pretty simple design, and this design will also power up the conduit to its max capabilities. So we will want to make a plus sign here with the block that you are using for the first level here. And you may need to get rid of some of the seagrass here if you need to. Next, for the second layer, you want to put a block on each one of these edges here, just like this. For the third layer, you want to make a ring of 5 blocks going across the entire thing, so we'll do that real quick. And for the fourth layer, you again want to just put them on the 4 edges. And for the fifth layer, you want to connect these edges up here in another plus sign. So once you do that, you will actually have your conduit building all prepared and set. Okay, so if you have this building all prepared and everything, now to activate it, you just want to grab a block that you have, place it here, place the conduit on top, and then break this block here, and the conduit will be activated. Now, if you don't want to know what conduits do, they basically surround a area of water so that you can have water breathing. So if we were to go into survival really quickly, then as you can see, we are breathing underwater, and there's no water bubbles, so you don't actually have to worry about any breathing. Now, with this design, it covers a radius of 96 blocks, so it is a pretty decent size, but if you go too far out of the radius, then the effect will last off. Now, another cool feature of the conduit is basically if we spawn in some drowned here, it will actually take damage because the conduit is attacking the drowned, and it's actually a pretty cool feature, especially if you're playing in survival, is that all the drowned nearby will take damage, and you won't really have to worry about drowned coming in nearby, but if they do come, they will be damaged by the conduit. Now, of course, you will need to put the conduit in surrounding water like this for the conduit to work, and the effects will actually only last in the water. So if we go into the water and back off, then you could see the timer starts ticking down, and your powers will actually be unactivated unless you're in the water. So guys, I do hope you like this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like it, please give it a like. And if you really do like our videos, please consider subscribing because that helps us out a lot. So thank you guys and have an awesome rest of your day.